All right, can you guys hear me now? Yes? No? Perfect. All right, good. Thank you guys for your patience. I am sorry about that. OBS is crazy. All right, so we're using Ableton right now because we want to basically monitor the loudness levels of each of these tracks. And we also want to monitor the stereo width, and we're going to use Ozone to do that for each of these songs. Keep in mind that I'm using headphones, so I'm able to hear the exact levels and frequencies and give you exact feedback. If you get off of this video and you try to listen to the track on your iPhone speaker or MacBook speakers, it's going to sound different. You want to listen to something with a true sound, such as your headphones, good headphones, or you would want to have good monitors like speakers in your room, but your room needs to be treated. You don't want to have the audio bouncing off the walls. Those reflections will cause you to perceive a different sound. So you got to make sure that you're hearing the right sound to make the right changes with your songs. All right. So now, all of that said, we're going to first listen to a reference track so that we actually understand the levels that we want to get to. Nowadays, the technology that we have is allowing us to get these tracks really loud and clean at the same time. And I'm going to show you a touring artist who has a really clean sound. And this is kind of what we're going to be shooting for. This is the breakdown. Look at each clap and how wide it is. Now, you're going to look at the LUFS. It's at -3. It's going to be really loud in the build-up, going to -2. We're at -1. And if you see, each clap is very wide on Ozone, and everything else is pretty middle. All right, so basically we just want our ears to listen to what sounds right, what is mixed and mastered properly. So now that when we listen to these songs, we kind of have an idea of what we're listening for. Awesome. So first, we're going to start with Sabretooth and his song, Yummy. That's what we're going to listen to first, and it's this song right here. Shout out Sabretooth.
Okay, everybody ready to get the picture taken? You celebrate cheeseburger time at McDonald's. Almost taking pictures of all its friends. See?
Please pull up to the first window.
Yummy.
sounding good? Good breakdown right here. Nice.
Please pull up to the first window.
Yummy.
Nice. That was awesome. Good. That was actually very impressive because the majority of the song is basically ready to go. During the drop, there are some sections that get, repetitive, and it really is the main bass lead that really you just need to start switching up and adding variation to really take this to the next level. What I mean is so during the drop in the second section, the same bass comes back, but instead what you would want to do is kind of make it, because the main lead bass is kind of a higher tone, you could vary it by adding the second bass kind of a lower tone and making it like a deeper, darker bass. You could still use the same patch, but like slightly change one of the knobs in Serum, for example. So this bass here.
Yummy.
All this is so perfect because this is the beginning of the song. We barely have heard this bass, and it's all really good. That sustain's good. So all that's good. So basically when you're doing like another fake build right here. As soon as it drops again, that's when you want to start changing that main lead bass. And that will really upgrade that song a lot. Also during the build, it kind of sounds like something is wrong with the timing here. Yeah, something right here. There's like two kicks playing at the same. Just kind of line up things better right here to make the drop really even in timing.
Please pull up to the first window.
And then for the second drop, really just make use of silence. Start using more silence. Just think you're hearing all these loud dubstep sounds all the time. Surprise the listener with some silence and use that empty space to create rhythm and bounce with the song. And honestly, this song's basically almost done. Loudness levels were good. You saw it went to like -4.9, which is really good. You're at -5 most of the time, but that's fine. -3 is what I shoot for, but it's loud and clean. Anything lower than -5, I would definitely try to get to at least -5. And then for the width, if you see, we need to start making things wide.
Yummy.
Not enough info right here. So basically, you can do the same trick that Sisto did and make your clap wide. Keep the middle signal of the clap, but also add some wide signal to just fill out the stereo field. Cool? Awesome. And yes, you can. All right, so it's all right if they're copy and paste for both sections, because that's basically what you do when you make these songs is copy and paste, and then you just add some different fills, add a different pre-drop, add some different variation with the main bass and the second, just to make it a little different. Or you can go hard and make it a lot different. But yeah, just don't make one drop songs, at least make two drop songs. All right, so let's get down to the next song. We're going to Destroy Testing, which is going to be from Xtronics. So let's run it. Xtronics, let's go. Cool. You're welcome, Sabretooth.
They came here for one thing. They came here for one purpose. They came to this planet to destroy.
Oh yeah.
Destroy now.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Damn, son. I see you, boy. I see you, dog. Yeah, that was fire. All right, that was dope. There's really only one thing that needs to be improved with this to make it like ready to drop and release. It was awesome, actually. Lots of energy. If you were looking at the width and the loudness, we're meeting everything we need here. Look at the width of the basses. Crazy. Keep the mono signals. And we're at -2 LUFS. Very loud, super clean, sounding good. The only thing is this freaking snare. It's like filtered almost, and we can only hear a tiny bit of the frequencies, and it sounds very not intense. It's okay, but it needs like more high frequencies. I would add a tonal pan snare, like one of these agony snares, like add some tonal quality, layer it with that snare, and really just make it really nice and clean, because it's not intense right now, and that needs to be intense. Remember that snare? That's where we bang our head. It needs to be just perfect. Otherwise, God, this is dope. You should definitely finish this. And when I say finish this, just add a breakdown right here, and then make a second drop, kind of vary it, and then, dude, that's a banger right there, man. Good job. It's not much to say, honestly. It's really good. So, yeah, I'm going to hit you up for sure, and maybe we can collab if you're working on any other stuff. But cool. Good job, man. Give it up for Extronics. Next, we're going to Death Dealt. Death Dealt. Awesome. All right. This is the song called Save Us. All right, dope. So, as you can see, when we were listening, the loudness levels. We're at -9, -10. So the song, like, is kind of perceived as a loud song, but when we look at it and we look at the actual levels, it's not loud enough, and that's an issue. If we were DJing this song next to a finished song that we love, it would sound a lot lower in volume, and it would make a huge difference in the intensity and the energy. So this is something you want to fix right away. Also, the width is all in the middle. It's all mono. So you want to start making things wide. You can use the Haas effect. You can use layering techniques and make things wide with the left and right panning, and start, creating the stereo image that you want. So see, all middle. So you really want to upgrade that. But I got to give it to you. The sound designs, it's good. The song arrangement's good. Your timing is good. You're able to put together a full song and have breakdowns and buildups, which is impressive. So definitely just work on your mixing and mastering, and you're going to be able to get to the next level quickly. And people will start respecting the heck out of these songs, because this is good, man. Definitely good. Good job. So next, we're going to go to Gooped Up. And Gooped Up is going to be from, let's see, from Lord Goop. Of course, naturally. Lord Goop, Gooped Up. Let's run it. Sick.
Let's tear them apart!
Yeah, sick vocal fills, huh? Good flow. That was nice. Good job, man. Definitely want to make sure we're getting loud enough. We're almost there. I think we're at like... We're at -7, -6. We just need about 2 more decibels of loudness, and then you're going to be at the perfect level. One thing I would recommend is switching up rhythms with some of the main basses. If you were listening to this song, most of it's like in a halftime flow, like this. So you can start messing with like triplet flows, like da 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 da, and different rhythms to start speeding up the actual drop in certain sections. You kind of want to vary it from like slower basses to faster basses and really make the listener surprised. These sounds right here are amazing.
Ready for this? Let's tear them apart!
This is unique. It's cool. You're doing good with your downbeats, and the timing is all really nice. This is creative. And I love this. Super melodic, super vibey, almost psychedelic and trippy. It's just so cool.
Wait for it.
The way you use the dynamics here and go from loud volume to very short volume and then back to loud volume. This is one of the main reasons why this sounds so cool, because you just get hit in the face, and using dynamics like this is amazing. So good job on that. Everything sounds good though. Yeah, your drums are nice. Everything just needs to be a little bit louder, and I think that you'll be ready to go. Definitely get creative with making your bass leads. Otherwise, mixing sounds good. You could also work on getting some width. You really just want a little bit more information coming all the way to the left and right just to get that crazy illusion. And, you know, the clap, like we were talking about earlier, is a perfect way to do that. Sick. Good job, Lord Goop. That was cool. I'm going to put some of these new tracks in here real quick, and then we'll continue. We got this one. We also have this one. Put these in here real fast, and then we'll continue. All right, awesome. So now we're going to move on to the next one. Let's see what that is. Okay, so it's Demo by Akanak. Let's run this. Bro, chill. Jesus Christ, bro, I'm just trying to chill over here, my guy. Just kidding. That was fucking awesome. Yo, good job, dude. Akanak, you're a freaking boss. I swear I've seen you on, like, commenting on all the tear out tutorials and shit, so I know you're working hard. That was dope. It's just look at the loudness levels. Look at our stereo width. That clap. The sustains are amazing. This is amazing, bro. I can't really say much except release everything now, right away, because you can start touring. The shit needs to be out. I love it. I'm gonna download your music. I like that. So yeah, no comment. Fire. As fuck. Send me more music, bro. Amazing. Akanak, shout out. You send me another one. Okay. Let's do it again. Hi guys. Akanak. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Shit. Wow. Well, that just made me feel like I'm tripping. It's okay, you know, it's nothing like the song I just listened to, you know, but this is cool. This reminds me of, you know, going to the raves in the forest and tripping balls. The timing is kind of weird. There's a lot of silences and like drops in audio that kind of seem like the timing's all over the place, which honestly happens in a lot of songs. Music is subjective, so that's fine. But this is all right, in my opinion. I would definitely finish it, make this intro shorter, and, you know, get on to the drop sooner and make the drop longer. Otherwise, good sound design. Very creative. All right. Next, we are on the Mosh Queen. Shout out Bree. I watch her fucking rage hard on the Festival Finesser videos, and this is her song that she called Tear Out. Yo, that was dope. Gosh, it's amazing because I give the Mosh Queen private lessons and she is learning so fast. And I know you really have the ear on how to arrange these songs because, oh my gosh, you can put together a drop. The energy is good, but these are the things we need to basically make better. So now, when we drop, the guns are amazing, by the way. The sustains are amazing. Everything sounds sick and tuned really well. I can tell you can tune by ear really well already, which is sick. So basically, the snare's too loud and the main bass is not loud enough. Also, the snare sounds dry. We want to layer it with another snare with some reverb or some stereo width, and we want to kind of layer them together and then mix them down so that they fit just perfectly with that bass. The kick as well could use a little bit more high frequencies. You can use an EQ, pump up the highs in the kick a little bit, and make sure that your side chain is exactly how you want it. During the build-up, boom, boom. So starting right there, you basically want to go double time with the kicks. Bum, 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 bum. You really want to build that energy more. Bum, 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 bum. And then it would be just perfect energy to that sick pre-drop, by the way. And I have to comment on this section. This is super creative and dope. Woo. Thick break, awesome, just dirtiness. That would sound insane in the festivals. Good job, Mosh Queen. I want to check the loudness levels real quick. You got good width. -5, -4. Good loudness, good width. Perfect. That's what I like to see. You're getting loud, you're getting wide. You just basically need to work on mixing the basses and the snares and your drums together. Remember, use reference tracks, just like we were listening to this song. Use that as a reference and then make changes to your track afterwards. And then you'll be able to exactly hear what you need to make wide or make loud or make lower in volume. So yeah, good job. You're doing good, learning fast. That's what I like to see. Next, the Destroy VIP. This is going to be from Deceit. Let's run it. Nice intro.
I will destroy you.
Sick. Good breakdown. Pretty much.
I will destroy you.
All right. Pretty much the same thing you're saying. That's cool. That's fine. In this breakdown section, I would try to add like more melodic parts. Make this emotional. Add some chords, add some melodics. Doesn't have to be loud or anything, but add some feeling during this epic breakdown. Also, during the drop, the first 8 bars here are sick. Second 8 bars basically sound the same as the first. So, like what I was imagining was like a sustain, or maybe like layering the main lead with something darker and deeper underneath, just to add some variation in this section.
I will
Start varying it. And then this, of course, is changing as well. You just want to keep surprising the listener throughout the drop. After you've completed that, then you can copy and paste it to the second section and add more variation. Maybe completely change the rhythms. Also, the buildup in this, when it starts building up fast, it sounds empty. Like right here. We need like some more risers, some more sweeps. Don't be scared to just, add as much as you want and turn them down and create your own tension, and make sure that the buildup is adding a lot of tension, because the more tension that you build, the better the drop will sound. If we check the loudness levels, we're usually at like -5 in this. This is good. I would recommend trying to get it a little louder, maybe -4. And the width, we also want to add some more width. Not enough width, very mono. That can be an issue when you're playing it live, and when you add the more width, it'll just sound complete. Filling out that stereo image is always key. Otherwise, this is good. I really like the timing, the way you arrange the songs. I really like how you have like, you mess with silence. Like I said, messing with silence is good. You do that a lot. Dynamics is important. So I like it. This is good. Let's listen to your next one. Deceit and Black Shock. Hit list.
One of these days, someone's gonna put an end to you. I invite them to try. Another name off my list. Next. Let me teach you all my tricks. Pathetic.
Sick. Sick, sick, sick. This is good. This is a little bit better than the one before. There's a little bit more energy. The intro seems more full. And
Someone's gonna put another name off my list.
all the timing is really good.
Another name.
I love that fill. Sounds really good. Honestly, what I hear and what I think it really needs is, so you can see it needs more width. Right? But what would sound good is if that main bass was wide. So you would want to keep that mono signal the same, but like layer it and then EQ that layer to just be a wide signal. So you have two signals, one mono, one super wide, and that bass will then sound super full and it'll just hit very hard. You need more width in the track. I would recommend that way in adding width rather than the clap technique that we were talking about earlier. And that'll really make the drop sound a lot better here. You can, of course, start varying this main lead. I recommend for all you guys, throughout 8-bar, 16-bar sections, start varying the bass ever so slightly with the serum knobs. FM from B knob, the sync knob, all the reverb filter knobs. You want to slightly change those throughout the drop so that the bass kind of sounds a little bit different, just so that our ear and the listener doesn't get bored. It's a cool trick and illusion that most of these songs could definitely benefit from. But otherwise, this is good. It needs to be a little bit louder, about 2 LUFs louder. Otherwise, I like it. And you guys made a good collab here, it looks like. So let's move on to the next track. No Sabo, Guitar Tear Out. I'm pretty sure that is, yeah, No Sabo, Guitar Tear Out. Perfect. Let's check it out. Okay, I see you. Now, as you guys can tell, the loudness levels and the width is really not there in this. We're kind of hitting like -12. -12. We're basically all in mono. So these are things that we want to try to upgrade right away, just so that the intensity and energy levels match, you know, what is being heard in EDM and dance music today. If you listen to the main bass here, that's really mono bass. You basically want to layer this bass. You can duplicate the same exact bass and change it to something that sounds maybe more tonal, maybe more high frequency or low frequency. This is where you can start to adjust and start layering things together to make a louder and wider sound. You can do this with the main machine gun bass and all the other basses like the downbeats. You want to fix these dips in volume. There's like dips of silence right there. Definitely want to fix those. What's awesome is you switched it up and changed up the rhythm. This is awesome. I love to see this. Really adds good variation. Makes me want to headbang even more. And then you can go back to the original rhythm and flow and it sounds good. It starts to get a little messy at the end. You know, you want to be careful when you're getting off of the grid. You still want to make sure that you don't lose that headbang and that flow. You can, you know, make basses off the grid, but you want to make sure that it's not too messy. Otherwise, you lined up all the drums really well. Song arrangement is good. You build good tension in the build up. Yeah, so I really would just work on your sound design. Watch my videos. You can start getting things loud. Start layering a lot. Layering is what all the professionals do. And you'll start mixing your layers to make something new. Next, we have Deep Throat Dino. And this is from Mibs. I think that's how you say it. I like this idea. This reminds me of like old school dubstep, old school rhythm, but like advanced and louder. Yo, look at what it's doing over there. Amazing. It's like a heart. Anyways, it does sound like there are too many frequencies playing. You really want to use EQs to remove frequencies so that other frequencies can play with the basses. And when you do EQ cuts, I usually like to cut in this section. This is where all the mud builds up around 100 to like 300. You also make dips in the highs or boost the highs. And you want to listen to what it sounds like, with the different basses, make cuts, make dramatic cuts even, and you'll see that it starts to make a big difference. You just want to play around and get your ear used to mixing the basses together. Otherwise, this is a good idea. Sick flow. Definitely want to finish it. Add a nice build-up. Oh my god, that was everything at the same time. Sorry. Super cool sustain. Very trippy. And I love how like the main bass just kind of comes in like it doesn't care about anyone. You definitely want to make this bass feel thicker. It feels thin almost. You want to layer it, give it some oomph. Sometimes when you EQ, you don't want to remove frequencies. Sometimes you want to add frequencies and add to the 100 or 300 range. So make sure you can get this main lead feeling a little bit thicker. I love how what makes these songs awesome is just the dynamics, going from these silences, just going back and forth and back and forth. And you hear like he does a reverse cymbal right here to just bring it back. That's just adding the pump and the flow that we really want to work on. This is dance music. The whole point is to get us dance. And simple ideas like this can show rhythm is more important almost than, arranging a full song, because if we're dancing, that's really the main thing we want to be doing. All right. Same artist, Mips, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, is Run It.
What way are you different?
Yes,
And what is that?
I am not completely like other people.
What do you mean by that?
People dislike me because I am
This
not
intro's sick.
completely like them.
And in what way are you different?
Mipsy.
I am trying to do with my life something which few people try to do. And this influences my thinking and consequently my actions.
Oh my gosh, what's about to happen?
What is it you're trying to do with your life? Do with your life? How is it that
An illustration.
does it feel to you any
I love that.
different from the way other people stand?
Yes, it feels different.
In what way?
This is cool, man.
This is becoming too involved to describe.
Would I be right in assuming then that you don't feel that you belong, but that other people did feel that?
As soon as I express the belief that I do not belong in this. Those who dislike me want to find a worse place.
I'm not sure I understand.
Could you make that clearer for me?
No.
Hey. That was good, dude. That's what I like to hear. So, a couple things that we should upgrade so that we can make this amazing and ready to release. So, dope idea, first off. Song arrangements, dope. What we want is we want this so that that main beat bass has the same problem as the past song. It just sounds thin. It doesn't sound thick enough. And we can easily fix that by just duplicating it, adding another layer, slightly varying that layer to add a little bit different tonal properties. And then you'll be able to create a thicker bass. And then you can just mix it lower or widen it out and do what you need to. It's the sub. The sub sounds a lot louder than the bass, and we kind of want to mix those so that the bass sounds as loud as the sub or louder. Remember that with our headphones, when we're mixing a sub and the bass, we don't have a sub to actually fill, so we're gonna turn it up in volume, but really it still needs to be turned down. So that's why you want to use a car sub to monitor your low frequencies when you can. Otherwise, it's a good rule to maybe just turn it down like 3 decibels to make sure that everything else has room. But the sub does the same pattern. Quarter note, the sub. You really want to try to switch up that flow of the quarter note sub, and it's going to make a huge difference in the drop, adding some variation with the rhythm of the sub and the rhythm of the basses. You can work with triplets, like 1/4 triplet or 1/8 triplet, and then you can also slow it down. It's at a quarter note now, so you can slow it down to a half rate, like rah, rah, and really just like add some cool variation to the sound. The clap as well sounds thin. The snare clap. So I would also try to thicken that up, maybe layer it with something else. And really just make sure that you have a good mono signal and wide signal. You don't want to make the mistake of having your clap only be left and right. You still need a mono signal with your snare and your clap. So just make sure you have both signals going through. Otherwise, this is awesome. Very creative with the intro. This is what I like to hear. Make something different. You add dope fills with it.
Me want to find a worse place.
So that's really dope. That's cool use of dynamics. And I give you props, man. Good job, Mipsy. Let's move on to the next one. This is Evil Inside. And this is going to be by Drippy Hippie. Long time supporter, Drippy Hippie. You are the man. Let's run it. Hey. Nice break.
No, fuck that shit. Drop it.
Pretty dope, man. That's what I like to see. Really good intro and like breakdown, and really good melodics and feelings that you're bringing to this track. Timing in this song, though, is an issue. And timing during the build up, like the way the kicks and snares are building up, needs to be adjusted. So basically that vocal buildup, the evil, you just want to fix that and make that perfectly in time with this. A lot of your risers are like not perfectly in time. They're like rising with the rate. So it sounds kind of weird, but you just want to adjust your vocal loop to make sure that it sounds perfect with this buildup, because you start to lose the timing and that immediately kills the tension of the buildup. So you want to fix that. Listen to it over and over again. Make sure that your buildups are correct. When we get to the basses, the sound design's really good. Everything sounds nice, but the way the timing of the basses are, it starts to change, and we start to get to a point where it's kind of all over the place and not as organized as it should be. The beginning sounds good. You could definitely make it a little bit louder. The main bass sounds low in volume, so you want to make it louder or layer it with itself, maybe a varied version of itself, and really make it a little bit louder and wide. Looks like we have enough width, which is awesome. We're definitely loud enough. So this is more of a mixing problem. You want to just start lowering things in volume, making your main bass louder. Use your EQs to actually adjust the volumes and the levels. So like right here, the timing starts to get a little bit off. The timing of that main bass is super important, and that's what's going to sound super heavy. Quarter note chugs, slightly move it off beat. You don't want to go too crazy with moving it off the grid. Use the grid as like the main reference and slightly nudge them off of the grid and add that rhythm and flow that you're looking for. Because it can get difficult at times, but you're getting there. The main bass is playing throughout the whole song, so you really want to start varying it. Like I said earlier, change the knobs in Serum, add different pitches and different frequencies, and you can really make this song the next level. It's almost there. Definitely want to upgrade those things, but loudness levels are good. It's definitely wide enough, so good job, Drippy. That's what I like to see. All right, let me just download these other tracks real quick. Got this one. Got this one. Got this one. Put these in real quick. Tang out. Bad Angry Tetris. Looks like the stream has passed an hour, so submissions are now closed. Thank you for submitting. You guys have been awesome. All right, so let's get on to the next song. This is called Bing Bong. Bing Bong is from it's from Bovate. Let's run it. Yes. Lots of melodics in this, lots of energy, lots of emotion, good tension. Whew. Oof. Man, I love that. It's the type of music I like. Definitely need some more volume though. It's not loud enough. I have to turn up my thing to get to the energy and intensity that I want so that I can headbang. We're at -6 LUFS on this. You really want to get to like -4 or -3, which would be awesome. It sounds great. Lots of good tension. Sound design's awesome. These breaks and just the variations that you're using and the way you're adding the melody like back and forth throughout the drop is just very awesome. So you see you're messing a lot with different rhythms with the basses, changing the basses all over the place. I don't get bored with what I'm listening to, and I like it a lot. This is good. I would definitely add some more width just so that we can fill out the very end corners, maybe with the clap, for example. Otherwise, this is nice. That was fun. I like it. All right. So I'm going to get this updated. Okay. All right, cool. So next one is Radiate. And Radiate is from Vinted. No, Hunter? Hunter. Let's run it. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Gosh. Oh. Beautiful, man. Gosh. These basses sound so pretty. It's crazy how something can sound so heavy and so beautiful at the same time. The tonality of these basses is like colorful as hell, and it's really impressive. Ooh, and the way you switch it up with the Jersey Shore kick. So you're going from like regular to like Jersey Shore kick. And you're really just adding energy to the track, and I love that. And the way you bring this bass in, it like fades from low volume to high. Very clean, super clean. Really, the main thing this song needs is a little bit more volume. It does not have to hit like -3. This isn't like a tear out song, you know? This is more like a hybrid future bass, dubstep, freaking color bass song. So really hitting like -5, -6 to -4s is where we want. And it's very amazing. Sounds good. Good emotion, good tension. I love it. Good job, man. That's what I'm talking about. Not much to say, honestly. I would just finish it and mix it and keep releasing your music because you're ready. People need to hear your stuff. Good job, dude. Next, we have Tang Out by Tangerone. Naturally. Let's run it. Ow, bro, my ears. Look, 0.3. Ow. Gosh, ow. 0.1. Oh my god. The whole image is full. Alright. This song is cool, but it's too loud. It hurts loud. It's so loud that it sounds screechy and it hurts. You need to turn things down and really just start mixing these things. You want to use your LUFS and get it down to like -3 or -2. Even -1's fine. But one thing that you also want to do is get one of these. It's a Fletcher-Munson curve. And it looks like this. You can download it. So like when you're playing these songs, you use this scale function and you turn it up and it turns down the frequencies that are most like screechy to the ear. The frequencies that hurt the ear the most, this is used to turn it down. The Fletcher-Munson curve is basically how the frequencies in our ear works. And this is a good way to turn down that screechiness and sounds, which I'm recommending you do for that main screechy bass lead. So basically, balance out the frequency range. You know, there's a lot of high frequencies playing. You want to balance it out, add more mids, balance out the 100 range to the 10,000 range, and make sure that your main bass lead is not too loud and it's just the right. Otherwise, very good song arrangement, awesome breakdowns and build-ups. This is cool. There's good rhythm, good bass. You have the ear for making these drops. So definitely keep going and just make sure that you work on your mixing. Sound design is definitely there. You really just want to start using EQs to mix everything together. It's like building your beautiful orchestra of beep boop loud tear out music. All right, guys. Last song. You guys have been great. Let's run it. Bad Angry Tetris by the one and only Xtronics. I think the gain did not change, but you guys have been dope. Oh, this is dope. You just really need to switch up the rhythm and go add some quarter note chugs in here. Hell yeah, guys. Thank you so much for joining. You guys have been great. I'm going to start doing this every Friday. So join my Discord, start submitting your tracks now. Next week, we're going to have another Feedback Friday. Who knows how long that one's going to go, but I'm going to keep doing this so I can give you guys free feedback. And if you want, finished track feedback, that's in my Patreon. You got presets, racks, projects, everything you need. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Stay fresh and keep it real. Peace out.